Hey guys, welcome to my channel! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan and I'm the maker behind LA Crochet, and if you're one of my fabulous returning crochet friends, then hey, welcome back. In today's video, you guys, well, it's market day today. I have my next Palm Street Live today, which I'm super excited about, so I'm going to be taking you guys through it the whole day. We're going to make some last minute items together as well. I would really love to make like a mini fuzzy weighted loaf cat because I never made one before, and I'm really wondering how teeny tiny it will turn out. I'll also show you all of the inventory that I already have currently. Before we get into it though, be sure that you like this video, subscribe, and of course, as always, you guys can check out my Instagram, my Etsy, and my Palm Street, linked in the description. The past few weeks in my personal life has been a little bit crazy, like just kind of a big roller coaster. So if you've noticed, I've been a little bit quieter on here and on Instagram, and also last week's video was late. It was kind of postponed. Actually, I think I'm probably gonna post it like 2 days before this video, so if you notice that that was late, this is why. It's also the reason why I have less items in my inventory for this market. But we are going to make some more today, and I do have a new pattern to share with you guys. A few announcements before we get started. My next pattern, you guys, I'm so excited. My next pattern is, of course, Taco Cat, you guys. And at the time that you are watching this video, Taco Cat has already been released on my Etsy. You can find the link in the description to get it there. This pattern, you guys, I love it so much. It is such a great pattern, if I do say so myself. It's kind of like the sister pattern, I guess, to the hot dog pup. So basically, ever since I came out with the hot dog pup, people were asking me to make a Taco Cat. So you guys, I have finally delivered. Let me give you guys the close up here. So as you can see, the body is totally a taco. So we have the taco shell here. Then we have lettuce, tomato, and just like the shredded cheese up there on the top. Here is the face, you guys. I don't even want to tell you how long it took me to figure out like the embroidered details for the face and for like the toe beans there. The toe beans are optional though, so if you don't want to make them, if you just want like the plain toes, here, let me show you. If you just want plain toes like this, then that is also included in the pattern as well. So let me show you guys the size difference here. This one is made using Parfait Chunky and a 5mm hook. This one is made using Demi Pearl, that new yarn from Michaels, with a 6.5mm hook. It really does remind me kind of Bernat Blanket. It's a lot thicker in that sense, so as you can see, it's quite a bit larger. Also, you guys, at the time you're watching this video, I am currently running a birthday sale. I think we're going to be doing 28% off. So guys, if you want this pattern, now is the perfect time. And because this is the first time I've ever made this pattern and shared it with you guys, you know what that means. In other news, of course, at the time you guys are watching this video, this live is already over, but my next Palm Street Live is going to be October 18th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, this one, I'm going to try to do like a Halloween themed thing, so we might have some themed plushies at that one. And of course, I always try to do like a pattern reveal at all of my Palm Street Lives. So if you're a fan of new patterns, dance parties, and Halloween plushies, you don't want to miss this one. The link is in the description for you guys to bookmark that live so that you don't miss it. Speaking of fall and Halloween themed things, I feel like this time of year, like the crafting and crochet community, like everything really just kind of explodes. I know someone who is doing like 10 markets in a row. I remember last year I did 3 markets in a row, and it was crazy. I was like struggling to keep up with the inventory. This time of year, there's just so many fall themed markets, and I feel like more than ever, I've been getting a lot of questions asking like, how did I get started with crochet? How did I get started like doing markets and learning amigurumi and things like that? I've learned everything that I know, you guys, from tutorials. Yes, video tutorials taught me everything that I know, and that actually brings me to the sponsor of today's video, Craftsy. For those of you who don't know, Craftsy is an online resource where millions of crafters and makers just like yourselves can find instructional videos in a bunch of different categories like knitting, sewing, baking, and obviously crochet. And Craftsy offers a lot of tutorials and classes, even teaching you how to make a wide variety of different crochet items like wearables and amigurumi. One of the beginners tutorials that stands out to me is this amigurumi for beginners class, which starts by teaching you step by step the basic stitches needed to complete the project, as well as how to make the bunny, bear, and unicorn patterns. If you're a total beginner, this Crochet in the Round Basics and Beyond class is a perfect place to start, along with the Reading and Understanding Crochet Patterns class. And after a little while, once you're feeling more confident in your crochet abilities, you can find a bunch of patterns available on Craftsy as well, like raccoons, deer, bears, birds, and even monsters. So if you would like to try Craftsy out for yourself, I have super exciting news, because the first 1,000 of you to click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49 for new members. And thank you so much to Craftsy again for sponsoring today's video. Now you guys, let's get into our inventory that I have available for today's live. Real quick, you guys, I wanted to show you some of my favorites first, and then I'll show you kind of all the rest that I have. So the first one that I'm really excited about, you guys, is this fuzzy weighted Evil Froggy. So if you watched my last Palm Street live video, you know that I made one of these, and guys, he just, I mean, he was probably like the MVP of that live. Everybody wanted him, which was very good for me, because, you know, if not, I probably would have been in trouble a little bit. But I also went ahead and made 2 of these fuzzy weighted bees. So these bees, I basically just freehand them, and I use, of course, Feels Like Bliss yarn with a 5mm hook. They are fully filled with weighted pellets. There's not a single bit of polyfill in here, so I thought that was kind of cool. I always feel like they kind of remind me of hacky sacks, the things that you like bounce around on your ankles. You know what I'm talking about. This one I made last week, so yeah, it's in the video that I still need to get out to you guys. So by the time you're watching this, hopefully it's already out. But this was the fruit hat cow that I made. Of course, these eyes are by Christine with What's Up Cupcake, and I did a pink and white cow for this one and paired it with the watermelon fruit hat. I did want to do like a lavender grape cow, but I just ran out of time, so hopefully we'll be able to do that for the next live. And if you guys have been following along on Instagram, you know that I've started a new series. It's called the Blindfolded Crochet Challenge. So far, at the time I'm filming this video, I only have 2 of them up currently. The first one was for this chicken, and as you can see, the comb is totally crooked. There's some gapping in the stitches, and he's a little messed up, but overall, I was really excited with how well he turned out. I literally didn't look at all throughout the entire process, so I was pretty excited by this. But we're going to auction these for $1, since they are, you know, from that series, and they have a lot of, you know, imperfections, as you can see, because look at this loaf cat, you guys. Probably the most striking part is the Picasso face that we have on this loaf cat. Looking a little twisted, perhaps. I don't know. There's definitely something wrong with him, but we're also going to be auctioning him off starting at $1. There's also a lot of, like, I don't know, lumpiness to him. The tail looks super weird. So yeah, I just thought it would be fun to do these for $1. And then that way, if anybody saw those videos and were like, oh my gosh, I still think it's cute, because some people were actually commenting that, and I was like, you guys are literally too nice. I figured we would just do it as a fun, silly, like, $1 starting auction to anybody who wanted a little piece of that series that we're doing on Instagram. And here are some of the other items that we have for today. So I do have, oh gosh, ignore the candle. That candle actually smells really good. But anyway, we do have a splooting lion available for today. I really, really love this color. I think this was the Parfait Chunky Almond Butter, that new like tan color that they have out. Really like this pairing. And then this is the teddy bear yarn. We also do still have 2 luau bears up here. I'm not very confident that they're going to find their homes today, but you never know. We will see. We will see. And then down here, I do have all of these taco cats. So I already showed you guys the demi pearl one and the brown one. This was one of the first ones that I did. This was like a light gray one. And as you can see, so this is what it would look like if you didn't want to do the toe bean details. You can just have the plain ones there. And if you notice, the face looks slightly different different. So after I made this one, I did decide to move the eyes down one more row, and I really do prefer that. But this one's super cute as well. So anyone who's like, oh, the body, you know, doesn't have to be brown, then they can get this one. Originally, I thought I could only make it using brown because I was like, oh, you know, like ground beef. But then I realized like, no, that actually really doesn't matter. I think it would look really cute with a bunch of different color varieties. So I'm really excited to see all the different colors that my testers are going to use. And this one right here is the prototype. So if you watched my previous video, you know that this was the first one that I tried to do. I was wondering if maybe I should do like the head and the body all worked up into one piece, and it did not work out the way that I wanted it to. So I'm just turning this into a $1 starting bid prototype for a splooting cat. And of course, I always try to do like a pattern reveal at all of my Palm Street lives that I do. So you guys, I'm really excited to, I think, reveal for the first time for you guys. I may have posted it already on Instagram by the time this video comes out. I'm not really sure, but one piece of the new pattern bundle is going to be a mummy pup. I'm so excited, you guys. Look at how cute she is. So basically, this pattern is going to be called Spooky Pup Dress Up, and it's something that I've been planning with my YouTube members for a little while now. Things have been pushed a little bit because, you know, my personal life and everything, but I'm hoping that the tutorial is going to be able to come out either Monday or Tuesday, so the 29th or the 30th. But basically, the idea for this pattern is that there are going to be 3 different dress up options, so hence the term Spooky Pup Dress Up. There's going to be a mummy pup, which is this one right here. The wrapping is totally removable. Then there's also going to be, I already started it here so I can show you guys, there's going to be a witch option, so you could take the mummy wrapping off and you could make it a witch pup. I'm also going to do a cape that goes along with this too. And then lastly, ghost pup, which I still have to design. So yeah, that's kind of the vision, but this guy is going to be joining us for the Palm Street Live today. If this looks a little familiar to the Fruit Hat Cow, that's because it was heavily inspired by the Fruit Hat Cow. The whole shape of it and everything, I do really, really like it. The body, I would say medium sew. You do have to sew the head to the body, the ears to the head, and then the tail on the back. But you know, one of the things that I do really like about this pattern is, like I said, it's dress up, so everything's removable. You don't need to sew any of the items on if you don't want to. And you guys know for the tutorials, I really like to, what's the word? I don't know. I really like to have items that help you for your markets, if that makes sense. So whether they're like market prep friendly item or it's something that will help you stand out at your market. So basically you could do like a Spooky Pup Dress Up building station. So someone could come up and they could actually dress the pups with whatever outfits they would like. So I thought that that could be something, especially like we were just talking about, so many people are doing markets in the upcoming weeks. So I thought that that could be a really cool idea for you guys to do at your markets. Also, one of the worries that people always have with doing seasonal items is like, what if it doesn't sell? Then I have to hold on to it for a whole nother year. With this, you just take the mummy wrapping off and then you can sell the body of the pup if you would like. But I don't know, just the proportions on this one, pretty much everything about it, I'm just really happy with the way that it turned out. So I'm excited to do the rest of the witch costume and then the ghost part as well. I don't know that we're going to be able to do that before today's live. Right now, let's prioritize making a few more items because currently I only have 14 items total. Yeah, 14 items, gosh. But then I also do have 13 patterns, but I would really love to make some more fuzzy weighted items because right now this is pretty much all that I have in terms of like the fuzzy weighted plushies. I did start to make a splooting lion. As you guys can see, I'm really, really excited for how this is going to look in the end, but it is taking me forever to make, so I'm probably going to just put this in the whip pile for now and then make it for my next live. So we are going to get started by making a mini fuzzy weighted loaf cat. I have never made a mini one before. I've only ever made like the regular size fuzzy weighted loaf cat, so I'm really excited to see how this one is going to turn out. When I made the regular size feels like loaf cats before, they were quite a bit smaller than like the original size, so I can't even imagine how small this mini mini one is going to turn out. It's going to be so teeny tiny, but I really think it's going to be like the perfect little desk buddy. It's just going to be really adorable. Currently it's 12:11 and we're going live at 3, so I have a little bit less than 3 hours. So right now I'm trying to prioritize like smaller items so I can get done a lot more in like a shorter period of time. So maybe I'll make a few more of these mini loaf cats. Maybe I'll make a pickle as well, and then maybe like a little Feels Like Bliss chicken. But this is how the mini loaf cat is turning out, you guys. So here is my hand, the palm of my hand for reference. It's so cute. I'm wondering though, are the 12mm eyes going to be too big for it? Let's see. Okay, so that is what the 12mm are looking like. I don't know. Let me actually do a side-by-side comparison. I think I have some 10mm here, or maybe some 8mm would work. I believe these are 8mm. I don't know. There's no marking on the package, but let's see how these ones look. Okay, so there is the side-by-side comparison, you guys. This is actually kind of a dilemma. I don't know which one I like better. I think I do prefer the 12mm eyes. I think that the 8s are just a little too small for my taste, so we're gonna go ahead with these ones. We're also going to do the nose and the whisker detailing. I just need the smallest little bit of acrylic yarn for this because it's so teeny tiny. Look at his little face. He's so cute. It did take me a second to figure out how I wanted to do like the face detailing and everything. The spacing was a little tricky to figure out just because the face is so small, but that is how he's looking. I'm in love. So cute. So let's keep going with the body here. Before I started filming today, I actually already went ahead and like set up all the listings and everything. Basically what I do before each live is I set up all the listings beforehand. I don't really tend to do any listings actually during the live just because I've stopped doing like made to order items. So pretty much unless I have like a specific reason for wanting to hold on to something, anything that I currently have in stock, I'll like already have available. So if there are any giveaways, I'll do giveaways. Unfortunately, I don't think that we're going to do a giveaway today because, so at 200 bookmarks we do a giveaway. We're only at 189 and I just don't see us being able to like surpass that mark before 3 o'clock. You never know, it could still happen, but we'll have to see. But basically if I'm doing any giveaways, I set those up beforehand. I set up all the auctions beforehand, and whenever I do the $1 starting bids, because I like to make the $1 starting bids a surprise during the live, I will set those like as I'm starting the auction so no one really knows when the $1 starting auctions are coming. I believe today we have a total of like 4 of them, so that's definitely more than I typically do, so I'm excited to do that. But with all the like blindfold crochet challenge and the prototypes and things like that, that's kind of the reason. And then also of course whenever we get over 100 bookmarks, I do a $1 starting auction of everybody's choice, and today that $1 starting auction is going to be the taco cat. So we are going to be auctioning the gray taco cat starting at $1 today. And then I'll also upload the like buy now options. So today the only things that I have available for buy now options are the patterns. So I've already loaded those in, and for some reason sometimes things like get shifted around weird and it will make it so that there's shipping on the pattern. So typically the way that I do it is like every item is $8 for shipping, and then if you add more, I can't remember, it adds like $1 or $2, I believe, depending on, you know, how many items you actually have in the order. So for some reason, it automatically changes it sometimes to that the patterns have the shipping as well. And I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense. So once I import those, I also have to go back and make sure that they imported as free shipping so that there's no confusion. It did happen one time where I didn't realize it did that, and then people bought it anyway, and then I had to like refund everybody's shipping. So even if it does happen, it's not like a huge deal because then you can always refund it. But since that time, it took me a long time to refund everybody's shipping, so since that happened, I'm always like double checking that everything is in there properly. Okay. It is looking so cute, you guys. Look how small he is. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this so much. Honestly, I can't believe that I haven't made a fuzzy weighted mini loaf cat before. I can't believe this is my first time, but this is how big the weighted pellet is going to be, you guys. So small to go on the inside. It looks like a teeny tiny little onion. This is always the tricky part though, is getting this in here. But basically what I try to do is I just try to eyeball it and make it as similar to the plushie as possible in terms of size so that I don't need to use any polyfill. And this is working perfectly. Yay! Oh my gosh. This is amazing, you guys. Tactilely, this feels so fun. Okay, let's close the rest of this up. I'll also make the tail and sew that on as well. Alrighty, you guys, we just finished my first ever mini fuzzy weighted loaf cat, you guys. Look how cute she is. Oh my gosh, this is like the perfect little desk buddy. It's seriously like the size of a keychain almost. I really love how she turned out. I'm super excited to kind of like surprise everybody with this during the live. I'm excited to see like everybody's reactions to her. Oh my gosh. But just so small. I mean, she could really go anywhere. I say this a lot for the capybaras, but you know, I really feel like perfect desk buddies, anyone you could just kind of look over to during your work day to give you a little bit of comfort. So, what are we gonna do now? I think I do want to make one more. Maybe we'll make like a pink one. How about we make like a dark pink one in this color? I think that would be really cute. So let's go ahead and do that. Then I would love to make the pickle and the chicken. If we have any time left over after that, maybe we can make like a capybara, but we will see. Alrighty guys, so it's currently 2:55. We have 5 more minutes until the live starts. I have all of my plushies here next to me and we're about ready to go. I wanted to real quick show you guys all of the things that I was able to make in the past hour or so. So of course we already did this mini loaf cat, but this is how the pink one turned out. She's just so cute. I already went on and made the listings for them, so everything's all set up and ready to go, but I'm really excited to share these with everybody. I have like a little, oh yeah, you guys can see it, a little feels like bliss pedestal right here that I'm gonna put all of them on. Of course, Evil Froggy will be, you know, ruling over all of them. I was also able to make this adorable little mini chicken, little feels like bliss chicken. So I ended up doing the beak with feels like bliss, but then the comb, I just used Parfait Chunky just because there's not really a red color in feels like bliss. I mean, there's the orange one, but I thought that would look a little strange, so I ended up doing it with the Parfait Chunky, and I do like how it turned out. And then finally, you guys, we have a pickle, because I just could not do a live without doing another pickle. It's kind of become like a staple at all of the lives that we've been doing recently. So in total, if I look at my thing here, we have a total of 18 plushies, which is not bad. I'm really happy that I was able to make those 4 kind of at the last minute a little bit, if I'm being honest. Like I said, we do have 4 $1 starting bids today. So the one will be the gray loaf cat, and then the other 2 will be the blindfolded ones, and then the prototype one, of course. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do a giveaway at this one because currently we have 193 bookmarks. We were only 7 away, so we were super close, but hopefully we'll be able to hit the 200 bookmark milestone next time. But you guys, it is currently 2:58. We have 2 more minutes until the live starts, so I think I'm just gonna do my last minute checks, make sure everything is set up and ready to go. I did find a playlist that was like 2000s nostalgia music, so I think we're gonna bop to that during this live. Of course, I have my sunglasses on for us to do the 2-second dance parties. Oh my gosh, and I have to set up the disco ball, so I'm gonna do that right now, and then I will check back in with you guys after the live and let you know how everything went. Alrighty, you guys, we just finished the live. It is currently 4:55, so I just took a little break to talk to my husband. So I guess we were live for like maybe an hour and 45 minutes or so. At the end there, I was just like yapping with everybody about like yarn and random things because of course I did not do a YouTube live this week, so I missed everybody. So we were chatting there for a little while as well, but it was so much fun. I did do like personalized songs for some of the plushies, so we can go over them a little bit. There are only 2 plushies that did not sell today, you guys. So the first one, and I'm kind of surprised by this because I made a jumbo one and I thought he might sell, but he did not. We still have the large version of the taco cat. So this is like the demi pearl taco cat. We have him, so we'll be bringing him with us to the next Palm Street live. And because that's going to be like a Halloween themed live, maybe we can say, you know, he's in his little taco Halloween costume. Also, same goes for this luau bear. This toffee luau bear did not find a home, but the other one did. So I was just really thankful for that, of course. And then for the Halloween live, we can say this one is in her luau costume. So these are the only 2 that did not go home today. And then all of the other ones, so I believe that would be 16 plushies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, 16 plushies went home today, you you guys, so let me show those to you. So the first thing that we did was do an auction for the 2 fuzzy weighted bees. So each of these friends found their forever home. So we did the blue one and then also the traditional colored one, so the yellow and the black one. Those were our first 2 auctions, and we did do a special song for those 2. We did I'm a Bee by who was that? Oh yeah, the Black Eyed Peas. Oh my gosh, it had been so long since I've heard that song. So those 2 found a home. Then guys, we indeed did find a home for both of our blindfolded crochet challenge plushies. So the first one was for this chicken, and then we did also do the Picasso cat. So that was really fun. This little guy also found a forever home, and of course, focus. There we go. If you guys were at the last Palm Street Live, you know the lore behind the chicken dance song that we like to do on the live. So that was super fun that we could do that again. We also found a home for our watermelon fruit hat cow. Very exciting. Like I was saying on the live, this is the only time that I've ever used sinker eyes for anything other than a large dragon. So that was really fun. We also found homes for our 2 mini loaf cats. The fuzzy weighted pickle found a home as well. I was really excited. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do an auction for the mummy pup at the end, just because I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't know, should I save it for next time since it's going to be like a Halloween themed live? But everybody convinced me to do it, and I'm really happy that I did, because this ended up being the MVP of this live. There was definitely like a bidding war at the end, but I'm really happy he found a home. And for the rest of the night, you guys, tonight I'm going to be figuring out the other 2 variations. So the witch hat and then also the ghosty pup. I was really excited about this one. We found a home for our tan luau bear. We also found a home for the spooting lion. Of course, I don't know why he's in the back here. Evil Froggy also found a home today, which I'm very thankful for, because if he didn't, then yikes. And then we did end up selling 2 of the taco cats. So this was the one that we did starting at $1, and then we auctioned off this one at the very end. This one did find a home as well. So this is another one that we auctioned starting at $1. And oh, sorry. This was what we're coining the splooting cat, but also we were talking about it. It kind of looks like a splooting ferret. So it can be whatever they would like it to be. But yeah, you guys, so these are all the plushies that went home today. If you guys were at the live and you got a plushie, or you came and hung out or commented or anything like that, thank you guys so much for all of your friendship and support. It was so fun getting to see each other again. I've been feeling just like super distant lately. I've been a little quiet lately. So it was really nice getting to chat with everybody again. Also, I wanted to give a huge shout out to the 4 individuals who sent me a little birthday gift during the live. You guys are the best. Oh my gosh. I was like so in shock by it. I am a Libra, you guys. So actually that reminds me, oh wait, no, I think I told you guys this already. See, this is what happens when I do a live and then I forget, did I say it to the camera or did I say it during the live? I think I already mentioned that there's going to be a big discount on patterns on my Etsy coming up here. So be sure to keep an eye out for that if there are any patterns of mine that you've been wanting to get for some time now. Because my next Palm Street Live is going to be like a kind of fall/Halloween themed market, I definitely need to order my hot dog costume, because we're going full out, you guys. We are doing a hot dog costume for my next Palm Street Live, so you definitely don't want to miss that. If you've ever, and I know you have, if you've ever wanted to see me in a hot dog costume, this is your chance, you guys. This is your chance. I definitely want to make a hot dog pup for that, because how can I be dressed as a hot dog and not have a hot dog pup? It would also be nice to have like a hot dog pup and a taco cat together, since they're kind of like pattern siblings, if that makes sense. But I was thinking I would have the spooky pup dress up patterns. There are also a lot of patterns that I tried out last year that I really liked. So there was a YouTube video that I did where I tried out like 10 different patterns, and there was like a skeleton cat and a Frankenstein and ghosties and things like that. So hopefully I have time to make some of those. That would be really nice. But I decided to give myself 3 weeks till the next one so that I can really try to go all out and do as many plushies as I can for that one. If you guys have any suggestions for things that I should should make for the next Palm Street Live, be sure to leave them for me in the comments and I will try to make as many of them as I possibly can. But you guys, I believe that wraps it up for today's video. Guys, thank you so much for watching and for coming along. So sorry again about not having a video up last week, but we're making it up by doing 2 videos this week. Just a reminder, Taco Cat pattern is out now if you wanted to get that, and like I said, there should be a discount going on right now as well for that. And next Palm Street Live, of course, is October 18th. It's a Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, if you guys were crocheting while watching this video, let all of us know what you're making in the comments, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!